Hey guys, and welcome to week 39 of my devlog for Finding Home, the zombie game I'm creating. This week I'm not starting up with the EXE. I will get to the EXE, but I just wanted to give everybody the exciting news that I did get my game up on Steam. So you can see it, but you won't be able to purchase it just yet. There is a 2-week waiting period. So you come to Steam, this is the home page, you go search, Finding Home. Click here, and there's my game. So you get my pre-alpha trailer and screenshots, a little bit of information on why I'm going early access, some of the computers I've tried to run my game on and has worked. Again, that's subject to change with you guys' help and support. If you have a shittier machine and it works, or if you guys have a better machine and it's not working for some reason, please let me know, and I can try to optimize and do the best kind of performance upgrades I can. And in the end, I want as many people to be able to play the game and have as fun as possible, obviously. But I am a single dev, and I'm just working by myself right now to do the best I can. And this is my first project, so it's be pretty interesting to see your guys' comments and feedbacks. Speaking about that, on the right hand side here, you'll have links to the YouTube channel where you're probably watching this video, and to the Discord group. And in the Discord group, we'll hop over there just quickly. If you join the group, I hope to put up a community to-do list priorities. I'm just one person, so with this channel, I hope to kind of put in all the stuff that I'm looking forward to do, and what the kind of top priority list that I'm going to complete that in order to pick what is the most important thing. I have another channel that's open. You can see channel's editable. The channel that's open to you guys to vote and kind of talk about, maybe make polls and say, hey, you know what I mean? I know one of the guys want me to make an editable chat box. Right now, I did resize the chat box, but I'm just trying to get things in the game right now and making sure it's all set up for when the game comes out on the 29th of October. So if the resizable chat box is the number one priority, you would just kind of state that in here. Hey guys, I think the number one priority that Dan should be focusing on is that resizing the chat box, or oh, I think Dan needs to get more building objects in there, or I think Dan needs to get those gas grenades in there that the bears could poop out. There was somebody who wanted me to make sure the bears drop gas grenades, but again, people could vote against it and stuff like that. I'll leave everything open, right? So it makes it more fun for everybody. And maybe one map the bears do, one map they don't, right? You could change it, customize it. And speaking of which, each map specific will have their own Discord chat group channels where people can suggest what they would like to see in that map specific, or if you found bugs in that map. For just generic gameplay, if some people are having fun, this place will put that. If it's generic bugs, that happens to do nothing to do with the map, maybe the menu or something, they have a spot here for just generic suggestions. As you can see, some people are already chatting. I got my video logs, which just in case if you don't want to constantly check the YouTube, you'll be able to check out my logs here. Any updates I have or any news I have will be in these two channels, and then just general talk could be here. Yeah, and I think that's about it for the exciting news of the game getting up. And we could hop over to the EXE to show you guys what I've been up to. Alright. You can see right away in the bottom right there I have temp. So one of the big things that I added is my day-night cycle like I had before. But this time I added as which was requested from friends and stuff is temperature. So as the time changes, or depending on the time of year and stuff like that, or the temperature change, if it's snowy and stuff like that. And they didn't mention if they wanted temperature to affect the character, but I could do that too. Maybe having like, but everything that you add like that, like a particle system for when he's breathing, that would also add to the performance and affect the performance. So if I'm finding a lot of people are having a hard time running the game as is, I might not add that kind of stuff, which would be cool, but you know what I mean, we want people to be able to play, right? Or maybe they just want it as a survival mechanic. If it gets too cold, maybe you start losing HP. And we'll talk about this. We'll see what people are liking, and the more comments, the more people voting for this or that. Will be good. All right. So one of the things I was working on is plants. So you could click a plant, and the plant will you're going to be able to grow plants. Once the plants fully grow, you're going to be able to harvest the plant. And obviously you're going to get different types of plants. This is just testing. One of the other things I was working on is getting the cars back in the game. And different styles of cars. I think I'm gonna go with something like this car, and I'm gonna have the ability for them to blow up. That way, if you guys are having PvP fights or something like that, cars aren't just or in a sense like a mount is not overpowered. People could just take them out. The only thing right now is I only have a couple of different dead car meshes. I only have 2. So I might just use this one for trucks, vans, SUVs, and then I have another one for actual smaller cars, or but we'll see how that goes. And again, depending on how many cars they get in right away, is whatever you guys think should be the priority when you guys are starting to test. All right, so yeah, nighttime, temperatures, plants, vehicle. That's what I got in this week. Let's switch over to the engine so I could check out more of the weather system. So I'm in a different map here, but that's alright, I'll just use this map. So with the day-night cycle, there's just I could set it depending on what you guys want for the time, the length of the day versus the length of the nighttime. When the sun rises and when it sets, dusk and dawn. Right now I have it to simulate real world, and that's why it was night, and it was kind of because it's nighttime when I'm recording these videos, and simulate real sun, simulate real moon, simulate real stars, and I have applied daylight savings time. So where I am right now in New Brunswick, it is nighttime, and so that's what time it is in the day in the game. If that's what you guys want, I could just leave that in. But for testing purposes right now, I'm going to take off real world time. And we're going to go over a couple of the weather effects. So if I check dynamic weather here, again, I have, depending on the map, I'm going to set certain seasons. So this map here will be more like a spring season map, so the temperature is going to be higher. With the different types of seasons, as you can see, I have probabilities. Pretty much with spring, you're not going to get much chances of snow or cold weather. You will get that more in winter seasons. But I will show off some of the weather presets that I have. So what you're looking at here is pretty much just like a light cloudiness. You could probably picture what clear skies are going to look like, so I'm going to not show you guys that, but instead let's show you foggy. So some of my maps might use a nice fog it really adds like an eerie feel to the game. And if it is a bigger map, like I know my mom's map, I'm having some performance issues. I think I'm gonna have performance issues because it works. It's like sometimes it kind of slow on my computer, and I think my computer's kind of up there versus a lot of other people's. I have like 32 gigs of RAM and stuff like that, and yeah, I think I have a decent CPU. So, and I have a 3080. So like, if it's having a hard time for my computer, it's definitely gonna have a hard time for other people's. So might have to use something like this fog as like a permanent kind of weather format for like her level, so then I could have it stream in the background when you can't see the levels. Like you can't see it streaming in. It's less noticeable. All right, let's switch it to Thunderstorms. Yes. So one of the things I hope to work on is to make sure that I add the water material to the ground. I'm gonna add like puddles and stuff. Next weather preset, let's do blizzard. And yeah, so when I add the material to the ground here, the actual ground will actually get like snow on it and stuff. Let's see, the temperature is minus 19 now. It doesn't really affect my player right now, but I can get it to affect the character if you guys want. But so yeah, that's kind of what I was working on this week, getting in the weather, the vehicles, the plants. I still got to work on them. They're still early, but yeah, that's why it's again, everybody has different ideas of how things go, but for me, pre-alpha is because all my features are not in the game yet. Remember, I still wanted a character editor, and I still have to do dialogue and quest. I have it working before. I just don't know what system I'm gonna run with. I have a nice system that I had purchased, but it was a plugin, and I had complained about plugins before. But I might end up just using it. Because it is a nice and easy, simple system to use, and I could just do my own quest system. It's super simple. When person picks up item, then other than that, I think most of the features are in the game at this time. I just got to work on them and polish them off, and then I will be entering alpha. Alpha means the features are in the game, but they're not polished. And beta is when all the features are polished, then I just need to add content, right? And so when I go into full release, the content's in the game, it's tested, everything works, all the features are in, everything's good. With the ongoing joke, because some companies like Bethesda really need to do a lot more beta testing before they release, because a lot of the things don't work properly. For me, I hope before I go into release that everything is working, and the community's great. We'll try to find everything that's not. And again, if it's a map issue, post it in the specific map channel. If it's a general issue, post it in the general issue bugs channel, and I'll try to tackle it. And we'll work on a priority list. I'll knock them out one at a time, and we'll focus on what we need. If it's just getting more stuff in for more fun, vehicles or guns or weapons of some sort, again, we'll vote and we'll figure out what you guys want in first. I hope you guys are liking what you're seeing. Please comment, let me know, or message me in the Discord, or do what you guys have been doing and just talking to me in person as well. That all works. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. You guys have a great one. Ciao.